Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okey, kita kembali untuk sesi keempat, part 4 Okey. So today kita akan tengok kepada essay lah. Essay, and particularly I'm going to teach you how to do the essay on the first essay, question 1 tu. Okay. Alright. Because kita jarang buat soalan macam ni, and I know that masa exam pun you guys jarang akan pilih soalan yang begini, because nampaknya macam susah. Actually it's quite easy lah. Don't mind. We will do sebaik mana boleh lah. Okay. And I will show to you yang sebenarnya dia tak susah pun sebenarnya. It's not that difficult lah untuk buat benda ni. Okay. Alright. So first things first. Okay, so we look at the question. Okay. Bila kita tengok soalan ni, the first thing that we have to do is we look at the picture first. So we look at the first picture, picture A ni. Tengok seorang budak lelaki, a boy is walking, and nampak gayanya macam ada kemungkinan walking to school ataupun walking back from school lah, sebab dia nampak dia macam pakai uniform, and you can see that he's also wearing a bag. So there's a possibility that he's coming home or he's going to school. Okay, alright. Next, we look at picture B. Okay, picture B ni, you can see a few things lah kat situ. Okay, the first thing that we can see is that boy yang berjalan tadi tu, he stopped because he saw, okay, dia nampak another boy by the roadside, okay, looks like macam trying to repair his bicycle. Maybe his bicycle is like punctured, or maybe broken or something like that. Okay, so it looks like that lah. Alright. And then at the back tu kita boleh nampak there is a farmer, betul? Farmer dengan cangkul tu kan. Okay. We can see that there's a farmer with a hoe lah kat belakang tu. By the way, yang tak tahu cangkul tu is actually a hoe. Kalau kamu tak tahu, tak apa, never mind. Okay. It's not a big deal right now. Okay, next we have the third picture. Okay. So this particular boy, he and that boy, okay, mereka berdua went to somewhere. They're going somewhere. Okay, and then kalau kamu tengok kat sini, if you zoom in there, kamu boleh nampak dia tulis kedai basikal Wong. Okay, kedai basikal Wong. So dia bawa pergi kedai basikal lah tu. Alright. Okay, simple enough. Okay, 3 pictures. Okay, and then they give you down here. Sekarang ni kita dah tengok gambar kan. Sekarang kita tengok bawah ni. Okay, now kita akan nampak bawah ni ada beberapa soalan. Okay, berdasarkan daripada soalan ni, from this question, kamu akan fikir, alamak, nak kena jawab soalan, dia tak bagi perkataan, tak ada idea. No, it's not like that. The question tu sebenarnya, satu, dia membantu kamu untuk generate idea. Yang kedua, daripada soalan tu lah ada banyak perkataan sebenarnya. Faham tak? Okay, ada banyak maklumat daripada soalan tu yang kita boleh dapat. Okay, let's look at the first question. First question is, where was Rahim walking after school? Apa yang kita dapat daripada sini, kita dah dapat nama budak ni. Nama budak ni ialah Rahim. Dan kita dah nampak juga yang cerita ni is in the past. Macam mana kita tahu cerita ni is in the past ni? Was. Okay, where was Rahim walking after school? And tadi masa kita tengok gambar, we were thinking about, is the boy coming back from school or is the boy going to school? So kita dah dapat jawapan dia. Dia balik daripada sekolah lah. Where was Rahim walking after where was Rahim walking to after school? Okay, let's try to answer the question. Okay, so kita cuba jawab soalan dia. Okay, nombor 1, where was Rahim walking after the school? So jawab soalan ni dia tak perlu nak jawab dalam ayat penuh lah. Dia tak ada keperluan untuk menjawab soalan tu, like with full sentences, because answering this question actually just helps you to get idea, that's all. Okay, so where was Rahim walking to after school? So I think he's walking back home. Okay, alright, he's walking back home. Let's look at number 2. Did Rahim feel hungry? That's a very funny question. Did Rahim feel hungry? Dia rasa lapar tak? Apa tiba-tiba rasa lapar ni? Okay, so yes, I guess. Alright, mungkin ada idea kat situ. Kita tak tahu. Kalau kita rasa sesuai apa, kita boleh pakai lah. Alright, let's look at question number 3. What did he see on the way home? What did he see on the way home? Apa yang dia nampak? So he saw a boy with a bicycle. Okay, maybe the bicycle is broken, with a broken bicycle. Okay, what did he do? Apa dia buat? Apa dia buat kat sini? So nampaknya dia tolong kan. Okay, so he helped the boy. Alright, did the boy's bicycle have a puncture? See, dia tolong bagi siap bagi perkataan lagi kat sini. Here is your how you get the idea, macam mana daripada soalan tu dia boleh membantu kamu untuk menjawab. Okay, so he helped the boy. Okay, did the boy's bicycle have a puncture? Yes. Okay, the boy's bicycle have to is present tense. Jangan lupa sebab ni dalam bentuk soalan. So ini past tense. So sini dia tak akan ubah jadi past tense. Jadi bila kamu nak pakai, kamu kena ubah jadi past tense. It had a puncture. Okay. Alright, number 6. How did Rahim help the boy? This is a very good question. How did Rahim help the boy? Takkan dia teman je kot, kan? So macam mana kita nak tulis apa Okay, tak apa, kita biar dulu. Okay, kita cakap help. Kalau kamu teman, kalau kamu tahu teman, the word is accompany. Kalau kamu tak tahu teman tu apa, help bring the bicycle to a what? Workshop ataupun bicycle shop. Okay, alright. Was the boy grateful to Rahim? Okay, now by now sepatutnya you should know already what is the meaning of grateful. Grateful tu apa? Grateful tu ialah bersyukur, berterima kasih lah. Was the boy grateful to Rahim? Yes. Okay, yes, he was grateful to Rahim. Okay. Okay. Did the boy thank Rahim? Did the boy thank Rahim? Yes. The boy thanked Rahim. Okay. Alright, now. Dapat dah, Alright. So, same juga. This is a very important warning and reminder for you. Some of the words here, sebab dia dalam bentuk soalan. Bila dalam bentuk soalan, macam biasa lah, macam paper 1 punya soalan lah. Kalau kat depan tu did, bila kamu nak menjawab, kamu nak guna perkataan tu, kamu kena jadikan dia dalam past tense. Yang ini takkan duduk dalam past tense. So bila kamu pakai dalam essay kamu, mungkin kamu kena ubah jadi past tense lah. Alright. Okay, so we answered the questions already. So these are the questions that we answered. Okay, very much this way. Okay, alright. Okay, so now okay, so these are the questions that we answered. Okay, now let's go to the essay part. Okay, now macam Captain dah pernah ajar sebelum ni, kalau kamu ingat, okay, teknik yang Captain ajar untuk buat essay ialah there's a couple of things that you need to do first. First one is you need to identify who are the characters in the story. And when we talk about the characters, dia akan ada dia punya main character, okay, and then dia ada sub character. Okay, Alright, so main character for this story is Rahim. Rahim is the main character, and then the sub character tu is the boy, kan? The boy. Tapi dia tak bagi nama kan, the boy ni. So you nak bagi nama pun boleh juga, tak ada masalah. Okay, you nak bagi nama pun boleh, you tak nak bagi nama pun boleh. Alright, tak kisahlah, bergantung kepada kamu. Kalau kat sini Captain nak bagi nama lah, sebab dia nampak budak tu pun dia pakai baju sekolah juga. So I'm gonna give Amin. Okay, Amin ni siapa? Amin ni I'm gonna say that Amin ni ialah dia punya classmate. Okay, alright, so itu who. Okay, let's move on to next one. Okay, so next part is where. Di manakah tempat-tempat dalam cerita ni? And then bila kita cakap tempat, macam kita pernah cakap sebelum ni, the place, we have one place, one big place for the whole story. Seluruh cerita tempat dia berlaku di mana, and then tempat-tempat kecil-kecil dalam setiap gambar, setiap part of the story. Okay, alright, so the first place will be nampak macam area kampung kan. Okay, so I can put kita boleh bagi nama kampung, okay, ataupun kita boleh cakap at his village. Alright, so we can say kita pakai ke kita tak pakai ke, itu lain cerita. Sekarang ni kita tulis je dulu, faham? Bila kita nak buat cerita tu nanti, kalau kita rasa sesuai nak pakai, kita pakai lah. Kalau rasa tak sesuai nak pakai, tak payah pakai. Okay, habis cerita. So I'm gonna put kampung Awan. And then for the sub places, okay, tempat-tempat kecil on the way back. On the way back tu masa. Okay, boleh lah on the way back. On the way back home. Okay, itu satu. Selain daripada tu, boleh juga kita cakap beside the road. Okay, and then ada farmer kat sebelah tu kan, so kita boleh juga cakap beside the paddy field. Okay, lepas tu terakhir sekali dekat bicycle workshop. Okay, ataupun bicycle shop. Okay, alright, so this is where. Next part, when. Okay, when ni sama juga, kita ada satu masa untuk seluruh cerita, okay, dan 3 masa untuk masa part of the story lah. Maknanya kat sini kan kita dah pecahkan cerita tu kepada 3 bahagian, supaya senang kita nak tulis the story in paragraphs, dalam 3 perenggan lah. Okay, so when the whole story, macam kita cakap, jangan never ever tulis yesterday. So I'm going to say last Monday. Okay, and then untuk sub time, kita akan mula cerita tu dengan after school. Okay, after school dia pulang ke rumah. Betul? Alright. Wait tak apa, kita sambung je dulu kat sini. I'm going to transfer this here. It's going to be easier for you. Ini I should kecilkan sikit. I think you guys boleh nampak kot kalau kita kecilkan sikit. Ya, kita kecilkan sikit lah. Kita ambil 16. Okay, I hope you can see. Alright, kalau Captain memang sengaja kecilkan sikit sebab nak bagi muat kat sini. Okay, tak apa, kalau rasa tak muat, nanti I will upload the file yang kita punya discussion dengan answer ni kan. Okay, nanti kita akan upload file ni discussion and answer, and then kamu boleh tengok lah sambil kamu menonton video tu, tak ada masalah kat situ. Okay, after school. So first will be after school. Selepas after school, it will be after school. Okay, the second part is macam tak ada perbezaan. Okay, macam mana nak tahu masa seterusnya? Tengoklah perbezaan daripada bahagian cerita tu. So after school, Rahim pun berjalan pulang. Nak cakap apa? Yang dia lapar kan. Kita boleh cakap dia sangat lapar, dia tak sabar nak sampai rumah ke apa ke. And then the next part is tiba-tiba, suddenly is a good idea. Dia ternampak seorang budak lelaki yang ada saw a boy by the roadside, and then he decided to help them. Okay, alright. Lepas tu kita boleh cakap after that kot. After that dia pun tolong bawa pergi ke sana lah. After that, okay. Alright, that's pretty easy. That's pretty straightforward. Okay, alright. Next part is, what is it about? Story is about what actually? Okay, what is it about? Okay, so cerita ni pasal apa sebenarnya? Cerita ni pasal Rahim, dia helping somebody, betul? Okay, so it's something good, betul tak? It is something good. So Rahim is helping somebody. So Rahim helping ataupun giving a hand. That's a good word. Okay, Rahim helping ataupun giving a hand. So it is something good, right? It is something good. And what kind of experience is this? Is this a good experience? Is it a bad experience? Is it something memorable? Okay, so here's an idea. Alright, you can either kenal pasti. Okay, is it a good experience? Is it a good or a bad or a terrible or a memorable experience? Okay, kenal pasti benda ni. And then the next part is something memorable, good, terrible, ataupun wonderful. I don't know. Okay, something wonderful happened. Which one is it? Okay, so kenapa kita buat benda ni? Okay, kenapa kita buat benda ni is because bila ada benda ni, kita akan letakkan dalam kita punya opening nanti. Ingat tak yang kita cakap sebelum ni? Kita nak buat opening dia macam trailer movie. Kita tak nak ceritakan ini, kita nak bagi gambaran benda ni. Lepas tu nanti dalam cerita baru kita cerita benda ni. Okay, so kita gunakan benda ni. Sama ada you nak guna macam ni ataupun guna macam ni. Nanti I'll show you. Okay, alright. What is it about? Sudah selesai. Okay, now the last part. Okay, ending of the story. Bila nak ending, kamu boleh pilih antara moral, hope, feelings ataupun regret. Okay, pilih antara tiga ni. Moral value lah, pengajaran, hope, harapan, feeling, perasaan ataupun regret. Okay, so kamu pilih antara tiga itu sahaja. Empat itu sahaja. So sekarang ni kalau nak ditengokkan, sorry, tengok sini dulu. What is it about ni? Okay, kat sini ni, good, terrible, bad. Kita boleh kata is a good experience. Kita boleh juga cakap is a memorable experience, betul? Okay, and then kita boleh juga kat sini pun sama juga. Kita boleh cakap is a good experience, kita boleh cakap is a memorable experience. Okay, alright. Okay, kalau tak nak, boleh juga kamu cakap apa dia buat. Okay, boleh juga kamu cakap apa dia buat pun boleh. Untuk ni untuk dia punya what is it about ni. Okay, did something. Okay, good, amazing, wonderful. Janganlah kau cakap apa benda buruk pula kan. Did something terrible, janganlah macam tu. Tapi boleh juga, kalau bergantung kepada cerita lah. Okay, kalau cerita tu pasal membuli, kita takkan cakap macam tu biasanya kan. Tapi you see how it's suitable or not, right? Okay, so for those of you who do not understand what is really going on kat sini, apa yang sedang berlaku ni, teruskan tengok dulu, okay, video ni, and then later on you will understand apa sebenarnya berlaku. Sebab I'm going to use this for the opening tau, alright, macam dalam kelas lah, okay. Did something, dia buat sesuatu yang good, okay, he did something amazing, he also did something wonderful. I don't think wonderful, I think is more amazing actually, sebab dia membantu orang. Okay, balik pada ending, moral hope feeling. So untuk this one, I think the best that you can use is you can use either feelings ataupun you can use moral. Okay, I'm going to use feelings. Okay, I'm going to say he felt proud of what he did. I'm going to say like that. Lepas dia dah bantu orang tu, dia rasa bangga dengan apa yang dia dah buat. Okay, okay, alright, ataupun something like that lah. Okay, so it's either like that. Okay, so now we already have all of this. Okay, I think we can start our essay. Alright, now dalam soalan ni, kalau ada beberapa perkataan yang kamu tak faham, contohnya bila keluar soalan tu ada beberapa perkataan yang kamu tak faham, tak payah pakai lah perkataan tu. Okay, only use what you only use what you know. Okay, sebab dalam soalan pun dia tulis dah kat sini, kamu boleh menggunakan perkataan-perkataan yang diberikan untuk membantu kamu. Bukannya kamu wajib pakai, kamu boleh menggunakan. Maksudnya kalau kamu tak nak pakai pun tak apa, tak ada masalah kat situ. Okay, alright, let's go, let's start. Alright, okay, give me a moment to double check if it's recording or not. Yes, it is recording. Okay, let's go. Alright, so we're gonna start with this one, last Monday. Okay, so last Monday. Oh, I forgot. Allah. Jangan, tu baca dulu. Last Monday, Rahim. Mana tadi? Ni. Okay. Antara tiga ni, I'm gonna use this one lah. Sebab dia membuat sesuatu kat sini kan. So I'm gonna use this one. Did something good and amazing. Pakai dua-dua je lah. Okay. Did something good and amazing. Okay, masa dah di mana? Kampung Awan. Boleh tak kita gabungkan ni? Kan? On the way back from school at Kampung Awan. Okay. There you go. Alright. That is good. Why can I do this one? Why can I put this back? Oh, this one. Let's pull this right here. So, you want to let me tweak this for a moment. Yes, there we go. Alright, at least we have this now. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's move on. Let's continue with this. Okay, so first paragraph, first isi lah, first body ya. Mana tadi? After school. Okay. Boleh itu kita nak ubah lah. Sambil kamu buat, kamu boleh ubah. Sampai that morning ke after school? That afternoon kan? Afternoon. After school. Yes, I'm gonna do like that. Okay. That afternoon after school. Okay. What happened? Rahim was. Okay, by the way, sekarang ni kita nak buat dalam past tense. So, bila kamu nak buat dalam past tense, pastikan sama ada kamu pakai past tense ataupun past continuous. Okay, just untuk reminder kamu. Okay, I'm gonna add another one here. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, look at this one. Alright, nanti I will put inside here also. Okay, so past tense. Alamak. Okay, now we have a big tick. Okay, so past tense dia ada 3 jenis. Okay, the first one is yang berubah, yang tambah ed, contohnya play, dia berubah jadi played. Yang kedua ialah yang berubah bentuk. Okay, punya macam ni. Yang ketiga yang tidak berubah bentuk. Okay, so these are the 3 types of past tense. And kita ada past continuous. Past continuous ni, okay, past continuous ni apa? Past continuous ni yang sedang berlaku dahulu, pada masa lampau. Tadi past tense tu telah berlaku. Okay, cikgu dah terangkan dah. Okay, kalau kamu rasa kamu masih lagi tak clear pasal benda ni, please contact me lah, because I cannot explain again to everyone. Bazir masa, unless you memang ada masalah, contact me and I'll explain again to you. Tak ada masalah buat that. Okay, so past continuous ni dia ada 3 jenis juga. Okay, jadi kalau dia untuk seorang, okay, dia akan jadi was, lepas tu dia play, lepas tu tambah ing. Okay, kalau dia ramai, dia jadi were. Okay, lepas tu dia play, lepas tu ada ing. Lepas tu kalau dia kalau dia was juga and play. Yeah. Okay, make sure you remember this. Okay, jangan lupa benda ni tau. Faham? So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it right here. Ini sebagai nota kamu lah. Okay, I'm gonna highlight hijau kat sini. Alright, so please do not forget that. Okay, just side note saja untuk kamu. Okay, let's continue. That afternoon after school, Rahim, I'm going to use past continuous kat sini, was walking back home. Okay, kenapa Captain pakai past continuous kat sini? Sebab dalam cerita ni, apa yang Captain nak cakap, masa bahagian ni kat cerita ni, dia sedang berjalan pulang, betul? Sebab tu Captain cakap Captain pakai past continuous. Faham? Was walking back home. Okay, alright, satu perenggan tu 3 ayat cukup dah. Tapi pastikan setiap satu perenggan tu ada at least satu ayat yang compound. Compound ni yang ada because, but, and, so semua tu. Okay, alright, try to do that lah. Okay, okay, tadi kan ada soalan yang pasal dia lapar kan. So I'm just gonna put it in because macam nak menarikkan cerita sikit. Okay, he was hungry. Oh, tak. He was thinking about what to eat for lunch because he was hungry. Okay? Alright. So by the way, kalau ada some of you yang rasa nak ubah perkataan hungry itu, kamu boleh juga pakai famished. Right? This is another word for hungry. Okay? I'm teaching you just in case kalau kamu ni nampak sinonim dia ialah hungry, famished. Maksud sangat lapar. So you can use this word kalau kamu nak, but I'm not going to use it right now. Okay? I'm just giving you tips lah. Okay? Because sometimes dalam exam tu, this is what we call bombastic words. So if you can use bombastic words like this, it's nice lah kan? Dia macam mencantikkan cerita. So I'm just teaching you here, but I'm not going to use it. Siapa yang tengok video je dapat belajar perkataan tu. Okay, alright, let's continue. Okay, because he was hungry. He was thinking about what to eat for lunch because he was hungry. Okay. Apa? Nak sambung apa lagi ni? Jangan pergi ke perenggan kedua. Jangan lompat cerita tu. Maksudnya macam, oh, aku tak tahu nak cerita apa lagi dah kat sini. Lepas tu ambil bahagian yang perenggan kedua ni, suddenly ni kan, kita nak letak suddenly perenggan kedua, kita nak cerita pasal benda ni kan, kau pergi selitkan dekat sini. Jangan. Sebab bila kamu selit kat sini, kamu dah kena ubah ni. Lepas tu bahagian perenggan kedua tu, cerita dia akan jadi pendek. So kamu akan, kemahiran urus perenggan tu dah hilang. Faham? Your paragraph will not be balanced. So please don't do that. Cuba fikir idea lain lah. Okay, fikir idea lain. Sebab sekarang ni macam kamu kena tambah satu lagi ayat kat sini untuk for this paragraph. So try to put something there. Okay. Alright. So he was thinking about what to eat for lunch because he was hungry. Maybe boleh tambah his feeling. He was excited to get home quickly. Okay, boleh tak? Sebab apa? Dia tengah nak cepat balik, tapi walaupun dia cepat balik dalam cerita tu nanti dengan tolong orang kan, walaupun dia lapar apa semua. So I think that's good. Okay, you can put it like that. Okay, let's move on to the second paragraph. Okay, second paragraph. Suddenly, Rahim saw siapa? Amin. Maybe kita tak tulis Amin, kita cakap a boy dulu. Lepas tu baru dia perasan boy tu kawan dia rupanya. Okay, Rahim saw a boy by the roadside with his bicycle. It was Amin. His classmate. Tak nak by the roadside, nak buat by the beside the paddy field ke? Nah, kita pun nak tambah beside the paddy, tak payah lah, kita buat beside the paddy field lah. No. I have an idea. Boleh tak kita ubah ni? Suddenly kita nak cakap semasa dia lalu sebelah paddy field, kan? As he was passing by a paddy field. See? Nampak tak kita buat sini? Kita ambilkan yang dia lalu sebelah paddy field ni, kita gunakan sebagai masa. Okay? So I changed this already. I'm going to put it in kurungan. As he was passing by a paddy field. Sebab rasa rugi kita tak sebut paddy field kan. So I memang sengaja buat macam tu lah. Okay, as he was passing by a paddy field. Captain tak pakai suddenly, Captain pakai yang ini. Okay. Alright. As he was passing by a paddy field. See, sambil you buat, you boleh modify, tak ada masalah. Okay. Rahim saw a boy by the roadside with his bicycle. It was Amin, his classmate. He was apa? Nak cakap apa ni? Cuma nak cakap, fikir lu, jangan terus lihat ayat. Relax lu cakap, kita nak cakap apa? Pakai and lah kat sini. Nah, sebab kita kena buat satu ayat gabungan kan dalam satu perenggan. It was Amin, his classmate, and his bicycle had a puncture. Satu benda, puncture ni tak payah puncture tayar, tak payah. Okay, dia puncture. Kalau nak puncture tayar, punctured tayar, macam tu, faham? Kalau tak, dia ada puncture, habis. Okay, like that. Okay, had a puncture. Okay, seberapa ayat dah ni? 1, 2, 2. We can add one more. So Rahim decided to help him. Simple. Okay. Right, lepas after that kan, okay, let's move on. Sambung boleh ni, sekejap je ni. After that, Rahim, okay, teman, siapa tahu teman tu pada, I hope you know teman tu pada teman tu a company. Okay, a company. Ini ialah perkataan teman. So kalau kamu nak buat teman, Rahim accompanied past tense. Accompanied past tense Rahim accompanied Amin to the bicycle workshop. So boleh buat macam tu. Okay. Kalau tak, kalau kamu rasa susah nak dapat guna perkataan accompany ni, kamu boleh juga buat apa tadi? What did we say? Atasnya ada tadi kan? Kat sini noleh ni. Help bring the bicycle to a bicycle shop. So help past tense kat sini kita buat silap nampak ni? Tak buat silap. Jangan buat silap. After that, Rahim helped Amin to bring the bicycle to a bicycle shop. Okay. Pasal ada orang cakap, Captain, aku tahu sangat korang ni. Kan nama kedai dia kedai basikal Wong. Tak nak tulis ke nama dia? Boleh. Okay. Kalau tapi Captain tak nak tulis kedai basikal Wong sebab Captain nak cakap watak. Captain nak tambah watak. Apa watak dia? Mr. Wong. Right, Captain nak tambah watak Mr. Wong. Mr. Wong ni tokai kedai tahu. Nampak cerdik tak? Itu cara dia korang. So sambil korang buat mesti korang dapat idea ni kan. Okay. Alright, so remember ini perenggan terakhir dah ni, nak habis dah ni. Okay. Siapa yang repair basikal? Mr. Wong. Allah. Mr. Wong repaired Amin's bicycle. Repaired bicycle dengan segera. Okay, instantly. Quickly boleh juga. Okay, instantly dengan segera, quickly dengan cepat lah. Okay, cakap lah Amin mesti cakap thank you kan. Okay, sekarang ni kamu cakap, alamak Captain, perenggan nak habis dah, tinggal satu ayat je, dia tak cakap pun dia balik rumah. Relax lah, tak semesti cerita dia kena habis dekat rumah. Boleh je cerita dia habis kat situ, faham? Okay, yang penting habis dengan habis dengan ending tu, moral, feeling, hope, apa semua mesti habis dengan benda tu. Okay. Alright, so Mr. Wong repair Amin instantly. So cakaplah Amin cakap terima kasih. Amin was grateful to Rahim, and Rahim felt proud of what he did. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. We have 112 patah perkataan. Alamak, kita kena buang 3 lah. Okay, at least 3. Dia 109 lah. Paling banyak 109. So kita kena buang 3. Apa kita nak buang? Okay, boleh tak kita buang ni quickly? I was excited to get home. That's good enough. Okay. Alright, ada orang cakap, alah Captain ubah ni jadi suddenly balik. Okay, yelah. Tapi sayang as he was passing by a paddy field and saw a boy buang ni by the roadside. Alah sayang It was Amin, his classmate. I helped Amin to bring the bicycle to a bicycle shop. Mr. Wong repaired Amin's bicycle. Instantly, Amin was grateful to Rahim and Rahim felt proud of what he did. Nak buang mana satu ni? Mikir. Boleh je nak buang sebenarnya kan. Kita boleh buang yang tadi tu as he was passing by a paddy field. Okay. Boleh tak kita nak buang ni? Okay. Sebab apa kita buang ni? Sebab kat sini Captain dah cakap dah, afternoon after school Rahim was walking back home. So I don't think kita perlu lagi benda tu. Sebab ni opening je kan. Kat sini pun dah ceritakan dah benda tu. So I think cuba kita tengok beberapa perkataan. 105 words. This is good. 105 words. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is pretty good. Okay, what do you guys think? Okay, alright, once you're done, bila dah habis tu apa you guys buat, baca dah balik. Last Monday Rahim did something good and amazing at Kampung Awan. That afternoon after school, Rahim was walking back home. He was thinking about what to eat for lunch because he was hungry. He was excited to get home as he was passing by a paddy field. Rahim saw a boy by the roadside with his bicycle. It was Amin, his classmate, and his bicycle had a puncture. Rahim decided to help him. After that, Rahim helped Amin to bring the bicycle to a bicycle shop. Mr. Wong repaired Amin's bicycle. Instantly, Amin was grateful to Rahim and Rahim felt proud of what he did. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. I think that is very good actually. Macam mana aku nak besar ni? Tarik sikit. That's about it, I think. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think? Okay, do you think it's easy? I think kalau you tengok cara kita buat tadi tu, kita buat step by step, it's pretty easy, you know. And kalau tengok kepada waktu, masa yang diambil untuk membuat karangan mengikut cara yang Captain buat ni adalah dalam 30 ke 40 minit. Okay, kamu boleh siapkan karangan ni dalam masa 30 minit sahaja. Captain tadi sebab Captain banyak bebel dengan korang, jadi lama sikit lah. Ada lajak 10 minit tadi. Tapi kalau kamu buat sendiri guna teknik yang Captain ajar tu, 30 minutes is enough. And kamu punya exam paper is 1 hour 50 minutes, 1 jam 15 minit So 30 minit cukup. And then kamu ada baki lagi 45 minit untuk jawab bahagian depan tu. Okay, and cukup tu untuk menjawab soalan bahagian depan tu dan juga untuk menyemak kertas kamu. Okay, so give or take about 30 to 40 minutes untuk menjawab soalan ni. And if you can do it properly, it will be easy. Okay, now bagi those of you yang kamu rasa ada sekelintir dengan kamu rasa adalah perkataan ayat ni macam susah Captain, tak apa, relax lah, buat so slow. Okay, pakai perkataan yang kamu tahu, jangan pakai perkataan yang kamu tak tahu. Okay, kalau ada soalan yang ada perkataan yang kamu tak tahu, jangan pakai. And kamu jaga kamu punya sentence structure tu sentence structure yang Captain ajar tu kan, who plus do plus apa saja macam ni, who plus do plus what plus how plus where plus when. And then kadang-kadang dia punya where tu, dia punya when, sorry dia punya when tu dia akan duduk di depan. Kadang-kadang dia akan duduk di depan. Right, so just follow this format lah. Follow format ayat ni. And tak payah nak semua benda tak wajib ada. Yang wajib ada ni, ini wajib ada. Okay, orang dan kata kerja Urdu ni, ini wajib ada. Yang selebihnya tidak wajib. Bukan tak wajib, maksudnya you tak cukup satu tak apalah, janganlah tak ada langsung. Okay, kau tulis Ali Rahim go, Ali sleep, apa benda ayat macam tu kan, mestilah ada sambungan belakang dia. So at least you ada benda tu, boleh lah. Okay, alright, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do the other essay. This essay I'm not going to do because it's pretty easy. Kalau kamu dapat buat essay ni and kamu kena buat essay ni, okay, kamu punya kerja kamu kena buat dua-dua dua-dua essay. Alright, so cuti panjang kan, so tak apalah, ambil lah masa. Kapten akan bagi kerja banyak. Buat masa ni kapten akan bagi kerja. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like this. So you're going to do this, okay, and also the other one. So kamu akan buat 2 essay. Nanti kapten akan bagi kamu cara untuk menghantar essay tersebut. Faham? So kamu akan hantar essay tu kepada kapten, dan kapten akan semak, kapten akan bagi balik kepada kamu. Tengoklah sama ada kapten nak guna Google Classroom ke ataupun nak guna WhatsApp. Tengok mana yang stable sikit untuk kamu. Okay, kat sini tak ada masalah. Okay, later I'll let you know. That's all from me for today, for this session. Okay, I hope it was easy, was clear for you. Hope that you can do the essay very well. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Keep studying lah. Anything you call me, you let me know. Alright, alright. I think itu saja untuk hari ini. Sekejap ni benda ni. Oh sudah. Ni dia. Okay. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum. Anything, let me know. Okay, bye.